Good morning, YouTube. This is Richard Field in not so sunny South Florida. The date is October the 3rd, 2021. Happens to be my daughter's birthday, so a quick shout out to my daughter Meredith. Happy birthday, honey. I gave a seminar here in my backyard yesterday for the Broward County Beekeepers Association, and I got so much great feedback from it that we actually decided to go ahead and start a YouTube channel of tips and tricks for the beekeeper. And we're going to start today with one of my favorite beekeeping tips that I came up with, which is my mailbox. And I do not mean my Gmail mailbox, I mean my mailbox in the bee yard. You obviously saw the bees in the backyard. But a long time ago, I decided that it was a good idea to have some of the things that I needed all the time readily at hand at all times without having to go someplace and get them or remember to bring them with me. So here's my mailbox. In it, I keep, no big surprise, hive tools, my favorite kind, modified the way I like them, a feather with a weight on the end of it. I will never use a bee brush again. This will be another video since I'm going to do a whole bunch of little tips and tricks for the beekeeper. A turkey feather is the absolute best tool there is. I keep a knife because I'm a foundationless beekeeper, and if I encounter a frame where the bees are drawing the comb in a wonky manner, I do a little slice, do a little press over, get everything corrected. So a finely serrated knife is a good idea to have in here. I always keep a bag of unscented cut up Swiffer sheets because when my Swiffer sheets are in need of replacement, you don't want to have to go running around, so I keep a bag of Swiffer sheets available at hand. I also keep a number of pieces of plywood. You'll notice the shapes of various inner covers have been propolised on them because I cover and uncover the upper entrance into my inner covers depending upon the situation.
And what are those little squares?
Oh, and these little squares, this is an experiment currently underway, not ready to do a video on these yet. Little pieces of political sign. One side has been sealed with hot glue, the other side is open. The theory here is that the bees will chase the beetles into here and guard them like they're in a beetle corral. But then when you open up, you have a Ziploc bag, and you simply snatch this and toss in the Ziploc bag. You don't even necessarily look to see if there's any beetles in it yet. You do that when the dealing's done, as it were, and check out. And you'll need more to toss back in there when you close up the hive, because the ones obviously you just took out are in a Ziploc bag until they're readily available for use again. On the side over here, I keep my hive tool for when things get too tight and I've got to get in there and get a frame out, but I don't really have enough room to get it with my fingers. And that pretty well does it for the mailbox. It's most everything I need on a day-to-day basis if I want to walk out here in the bee yard and look at something. I don't have to give it any thought. I just throw a veil on and come out here and take care of it.
And let's look at the bee yard while we're at it.
Yep, do a quick pan of the bee yard. You'll notice these are not your standard Langstroth frame sizes. I use what are called double wides. I like to call them hurricane hives. They're low and wide. They put everything, if you don't have honey supers on them, that puts everything on one level. I will do a complete video on these as well, of course. But puts everything on one level unless you have, as I said, some honey supers on them. And you can either put 2 medium honey supers on them, or you can put 3 medium 5-frame supers on them. They fit either way, because that's the beauty of 17 frames across, 8 and 8 plus 1 where you took out the bars. But that's it for today.
And we're in South Florida, right?
I started out with saying we were in
Okay.
not so sunny South Florida, dear.
Yeah, it's kind of cloudy today.
Kind of cloudy and drizzly and rainy, so the bees aren't as active as they would be most of the time. So that's it for now. I'll see you guys with my next video. We'll be getting a whole lot of little bee keeping tips videos out there and online in the coming days.